Shalom. In this week's Sedra Mishpatim. Sometimes the greatest existential threat to a country is a demographic threat. The concept of a demographic threat, and I'm quoting Wikipedia here, is a term used to political conversation to refer to population increases from within a minority ethnic group in a given country that are perceived as threatening to alter the ethnic identity of that country. Seriously, Wikipedia. Towards the end of Moshe's reign over the Jewish people, God tells Moshe to instruct the people to conquer their land and remove the inhabitants. This is what the pasuk says: "Speak to the Jewish people and say to them, when you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan," like right here, "you shall dispossess all the inhabitants of the land. You shall destroy all their figured objects. You shall destroy all their molten images, and you shall demolish their cult places. You shall take possession of the land and settle in it, for I have assigned the land for you, the Jewish people, to possess. But if you do not dispossess the inhabitants of the land, those whom you allow to remain shall be pains in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and they shall harass you in the land which you live." God didn't simply command the Jewish people to dispossess the Canaanite people in their land. In this week's Torah portion, God promises, "No woman in your land shall miscarry or be barren. I will let you enjoy the full count of your days. I will send forth my terror before you, and I will throw into panic all the people from among whom you come, and I will make all your enemies turn tail before you. I will send a plague ahead of you, and it shall drive out before you the Chavites, the Canaanites, the Hittites. I will not drive them out before you in a single year, lest the land become desolate, and wild beasts multiply to your detriment. I will drive them out before you little by little until you have increased and possessed the land. I will set your borders from the Sea of Reeds to the Sea of Philistine, and from the wilderness to the Euphrates, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hands, and you will drive them out before you." From God's promise in these verses, a lesson about demographics is taught. It is not enough to expel the enemy from your land. To truly end a demographic threat, you must multiply at sufficient numbers to fill the land with your people. There is a direct correlation between populating the land through birthing more children and ending the demographic threat by inhabiting the land of Israel. The lesson is clear for the Jewish people. To properly ensure the land of Israel is settled in a healthy manner, the Jewish people must fill the land with children. It is only then that they can truly end a demographic threat that threatens their possession of the land. It is encouraging to note that God tells us that He will help ensure our success in populating and settling the land. Shabbat Shalom.